The thoughts and opinions expressed during this broadcast are for entertainment purposes only. They are not facts. Now enjoy the show.
What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? It's another episode of the Not Impressed podcast. It's your boy kanesworld.
For Pete's sake.
And we back again. And I know we say this every time, but I gotta punch this in. You feel me? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification. This is what, episode 24?
24.
I ask every episode what episode
24.
we're on, but I know what episode we're on. I just
24.
want to make sure you mean.
24, like Kobe.
That's 24 weeks.
It was 23, Jordan. Now we 24, Kobe.
That's 6 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're at half a year. Let's just clap it up.
Consistency,
Let's just clap it up. Let's just clap it up.
We got Snork
You
in the
feel me?
house in the
We got
back.
Snork in the house in the background. You feel me?
You might hear him chime in. We're going to make him.
Shout
What
out
do you
his,
think, fool?
shout out his girl. She said, shout out to Sandy out there. She said, hey babe, stop being a pussy cut out there. We got him halfway out there.
Don't be a pussy, cuh.
We got one lip out, but we gonna get the It's like when the underwear don't fit all the way, it's just one lip hanging up. That's where we at.
Yeah.
He gonna be out there soon though. Don't worry, Sandy, we got you.
You going to be out soon, but what's been cracking, man? What's popping?
Shit, bro. Still dealing with my whole ceiling,
Oh, shit.
you know, fucking extravaganza.
The rats coming in, looking in and shit while you
Nah,
sleeping.
luckily
and
ain't
shit.
no rats, but
Raccoons.
man, that shit crazy, man. I got it into it with the owner of the building today.
Did you?
Yeah, because I'm like, look, when is the guy gonna come? She's telling me all week, like, she told me like on Thursday, hit him up. She's like, hit him up and see what you can set up. I'm like, hit him up? Like, do I work here or do I live here?
Fuck.
You feel me? So I told her hit
She's
him
like,
up.
do my job for me.
She pretty much ignored me. And then so today I hit her. So originally we had talked. It was supposed to stop raining on Thursday. They said once
Yeah.
it stops raining,
Yeah.
that's when we could patch it up.
It fucking rained a little bit last night.
And it rained a little bit, like for like 10 seconds earlier.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to stop on Thursday, right? Yeah. So I was like, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? I got a 1-bedroom apartment. I don't got a studio. Like, I'm paying for a 1-bedroom, but
Yeah.
I don't
You
have
got a
access to
studio
my
right
room.
here,
Like,
like,
what's
what the
up?
fuck?
And so she was like, look,
It's like alligators running through that bitch already.
so I'm like, do the math. I'm like, $53. I'm like, do the math, all right?
I gotta go to the numbers.
Yeah,
man.
at this point, and she's like, all right, I'll give you $400 off. I was like, that's less than what it should be, but
Yeah.
we'll call it a day for now. You know what I
Get
mean?
that shit done.
And that's when it was gonna be on Thursday.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, it's Sunday,
Mhm.
right? So it's like,
It's like another.
so I'm like, so it
should.
should be continued, right? Like,
Yeah.
the more days you have me not in my room, the more days you're gonna have to discount my shit. That was last month's rent. And
I better pay for a fucking single now.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
A studio. So
Yeah.
I'm texting her. I'm like, "What's up?" And she calls me and she's just like, "Oh, well, basically, it's kind of a somewhat language barrier. She does speak English.
Yeah,
She's like Middle Eastern. At the same time, her mom's in the background. You just hear her mom like yelling. Like, I can't even hear what she's saying. I'm like, which one of you guys am I talking to? I'm talking to one person. Like, I'm trying
Mom
to
is over there on your
and just
head,
yelling.
nigga.
I can't even really like get in a word because she's yelling in the background. I'm like, I'm trying to talk to one person, right? So I started talking to her again. I'm just like trying to explain to her what I just explained to you.
Yeah.
She's pretty much like, oh, well, if they patch it right now, if it rains again, it's gonna be useless. It's just gonna leak again and then it's gonna fall again. And I'm like, okay. I was like, slow down. That's not the conversation I'm having with you.
Yeah.
I understand and it'll take time.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it's the amount of time that I'm not going to have access to my full apartment, which is why I should get a discount.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I don't know what you want me to do. She always goes into the price of stuff. She's always telling me like, oh,
What she got?
like,
bills.
oh, I paid this. Like 6 months ago, they had to change the vent above my stove
Yeah.
because the guys that were fixing the roof ripped my vent a little bit
Oh, shit.
out of the ceiling.
Oh, wow.
Guys up there, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, bro,
I'm looking at that nigga like he's
bro,
like,
I'm looking. I see a little bit of sunlight. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like,
Oh,
he gets quiet. He's like,
shit.
I'm working.
oh,
I'm like,
shit.
yeah, nigga, but you
Bro.
ripping out my vent,
You're just chilling. You just hear
bro.
like,
Yeah,
boom,
I'm like, what the fuck?
You look up there like, what the fuck, Santa?
Yeah, so it was broken. I didn't even say anything for a minute. I didn't say anything for a minute just because I don't like dealing with her. Like, if I don't need to,
Yeah.
I just avoid it. So I'm not gonna lie, my vent above my stove wasn't working
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
minute, but I
yeah.
just never said anything.
Yeah.
So she had to come in for something else. So I explained to her the vent and whatnot, and so she ends up buying a new fan.
Yeah.
The new fan, she tells me, you want the silver one, you want the black one?
Yeah.
I'm like, just get the silver one. It's cool. But my stove is black,
Yeah.
right? And she's like, are you sure? Like, the black one will look better, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, get the black one. She's like, but it's $35 more, just to let you know. I'm like, why are you telling me? Right? So fast forward to now.
Yeah.
And she's like, you remember when I got you the vent and I got you the more expensive one. I was like,
The
what?
fuck?
I was like, that's not my business.
That's
you know
hilarious,
what I mean?
man.
And she just kept
That's
going.
crazy,
She
bro.
just kept going in and in about if I close it now, like who's gonna pay for it? She even said, "Are you gonna pay for it?" Like if it closes, I was like, hell no. I was like, you're missing the point of what I'm saying. Like the whole time she's cutting me off.
Whatever
And
the
everything.
fuck they got to do, they just got to do it.
Yeah, I was like, the amount of time
I'm the
that it
tenant
takes.
here. You're the business owner.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm like, if you owned a restaurant and you had somebody. No, I told her this. I said, think of it like this: you bought a car, right? You're paying full price for the car. Then they tell you for 3 weeks you cannot have nobody else in the car, just you.
yeah.
Or you can only use it from this time to this time.
Yeah.
Are you still going to be comfortable paying the same amount you agreed to from the beginning?
Fuck no.
And she just kept going off, and then her mom was like, "Oh, thank you so much. They're gonna fix it. Blah blah blah. They're gonna fix it. Goodbye, goodbye. Have a good day." And she hung up on me.
Wow.
And that's the last part where we're at.
I mean, I don't like to hit ladies, but mama's gonna come in. Like, it's gonna be like fight night, like
Rock'em Sock'em Robot. And she's the one who also said that she thought Kobe was my dad.
that was racist.
If anybody who doesn't follow me on Instagram,
That was racist, bro.
I got this big poster of Kobe.
Fucking racist.
I got a big poster of Kobe. She comes in, she's looking at the ceiling and shit. She's like, "Is that your dad?" And I look over, Kobe poster. I'm like, I was like, no, that's Kobe. But I don't think it was racist. I think she's just really that oblivious. Like, she literally thought it was like probably.
I mean, she could potentially like know that that's not Kobe, but
she's just oblivious. But her daughter knew. But
and
she kind of like chuckled and then started saying something in their language, and she said something about a helicopter crash.
Oh wow!
You know, but I don't know what.
And then mom was right there like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah, but not
Called you
even.
fat.
No, but she wasn't even that serious. Yeah, and she called me fat. She's like, "You're so fat." I'm like, "What?" And this is a big lady too. I'm like, "What?" And she's like,
"Bitch, look at them."
She's like, "Fat, like strong." She's like, "Fat, like strong." I was like, "Oh, I got muscles." What you're saying and shit. But that's besides the point. The point is,
anyway,
we gonna see what happens with that, man. So I'm just dealing with that. Sorry, I went so deep on that tangent with you guys, but you know, we family, so
bro, you fucking
gotta
dealing
be
with
transparent.
It,
you know what I mean?
Dealing with it
for sure.
All right, man. What we got on the list today, dog? What's been cracking?
What you got for me?
What's been cracking? What you got for me? What you got? Let's jump into sports talk real quick. John Morant over here, fucking. What's up with that guy?
That boy's crazy, man. I actually had that on my topics today. I mean, I don't really understand it. I don't really understand it. You see, he just got suspended for 2 games for flashing a weapon on live.
Yeah.
So
some people were saying it was lighter though, or some shit. Like, because you know, there's like
it looked like a little deuce or something. It was super small. It could have been a lighter, but either way, even that, bro, you're an enemy player. You don't need to be showing guns on live. But at the same time, I think they're in Atlanta, which has different gun laws. I think you're allowed to have a weapon. So I mean, like, technically, ain't nothing wrong. He shouldn't be flashing it though, and he's supposed to be like a idol for children and shit.
But there's a bunch of things going on. Like there's supposedly that like when he was during the summer he got in a fight with the 17-year-old kid.
Yeah, they had a whole list on SportsCenter like he was in a RICO or something like that.
You better watch out, bro, because you know you seen what happened with fucking like players like Aaron Hernandez when they can't shake the
stigma.
Well, they can't shake the idea of this glamorous gang life type shit.
And Aaron Hernandez, from what I know, wasn't even that, like, he didn't grow up in that type of environment.
I think he did come a little bit from that, but like the area he grew up in was like a rough neighborhood and shit like that. But I mean, nonetheless, at that point when he got charged for the crime that, you know, the murder or whatever, like he was well in the playing with the Patriots.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, it's crazy, like, how John Morant, I mean, right now he's like on top of the world type shit. You know? So it's like,
I mean, he only got suspended for 2 games, so obviously they hold him pretty high in stature.
Yeah, like, so yeah, I don't know, but do you know what happened with the whole 17-year-old kid and shit?
Yeah, so apparently he was in a heated basketball game and he got in a fight with a 17-year-old kid. I don't know exactly what happened with that, but also he had a weapon in his waistband at the same time.
Yeah.
Beating up a 17-year-old kid.
But supposedly he said that it was in self-defense because the kid said he would light the whole place up. So it was like a threat, you know what I mean?
Okay, but how does beating him up stop him from lighting the place up later?
Beat that nigga's ass.
That's gonna make me want to light this bitch up even more, bitch. I'm finna come back. We finna toot it up, little bitch, toot it up. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, just nonetheless, John Morant needs to fucking calm down, bro, because I feel like the whole narrative right now with him is that whole, like, you know, he doesn't come from, like, he's like fucking the dude from 8 Mile and shit that doesn't come from that background, but like, you know, has that little stigma.
I'm not sure exactly where he comes from. From what I've seen, when I see things, they say he's not really like that, and he wasn't ever like that. But also, he's from Memphis, so Memphis gets pretty gritty out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Memphis does get wild. So I don't know exactly, you know, and all you have to do is have a couple family members that you used to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
the entourage and shit.
and that's enough to. But also he had the whole thing with the weapon and the well, not a weapon, but it was a laser that they pointed at the Pacers.
Oh wow,
you didn't see that?
No.
Oh, so like when they got in an argument, they were about to fight on the court and everything like that, and then after the game, they said that it was a dark car, bumpy music. It was, I don't know if he was in the car too, but it was for sure his entourage, and they flashed a red light beam at them.
Oh shit,
that's what they said allegedly. And they did a whole NBA investigation though, and they said that it wasn't. It wasn't. But how do you know?
Watch out, bro.
It's weeks later. Like, how do you know?
Yeah.
They just
has to watch out, man. And when I seen that shit, when I see that, I'm just like, all these entertainers and all these people that like
want to be.
I don't even care about like the influence that they have, because whatever, what the fuck? Just because they're basketball players don't mean that they got to be like the. I mean, I feel like from a professional standpoint, okay, whatever. But I'm just saying these are human beings, right? So like, I'm not saying you got to be like leader of the free world and shit. You know what I mean? But just for your sake, and you know what I mean, like
keeping it going.
Come on, dog. What the fuck you doing associating with this, dog?
Well, yeah, and then on top of that, it's just like. There's no reason, bro. Like banging on the basketball court, like who you banging on, nigga? Like
exactly, bro. Like you're playing basketball, bro. Like a fucking made up game that some white man made.
Yeah, like you should be. If that's the case, go on the block and be a soldier, nigga. Quit the NBA, go do that.
Exactly.
But you're trying to come over here to these people who like have businesses and families and ain't even trying to be in that life. I mean, there's a lot of basketball players that bang and shit, but like they're not coming to that basketball court to like rep their hood and shit. Yeah. I mean, even though you know Russell Westbrook be throwing up C's and. You got DeMar DeRozan who be throwing up C's and shit. But they're throwing up C's just, you know, for the love of the hood. You feel me? That's where they came from. Yeah, but it's not like to bang on the next man or some shit. You know what I mean?
It's just kind of like paying homage.
Yeah, exactly. Like I still love where I'm from.
Speaking of gangs, bro, like I don't know if we talked about this before, but the fact that there's like actual knowledge that there's actual gangs within the LAPD is a trip to me, dog.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. They had the investigator that was basically investigating and saying there was like 3-4 main gangs, and they have like the Reapers, they have some other
the executioners.
The executioners. And she's saying you had to kill somebody to get into that.
That's crazy, bro. Like I mean, because like we know that people that are from in the police force come from hoods too. You know what I mean? So just to see that and shit, I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I was kind of oblivious to it. I didn't think that was. I mean, I know there was corruption, you know?
Well, you have the whole Rampart thing. You remember that? The Rampart division. So to think that there was particular gangs and a separation and shit like that, I don't know. I never,
like different sets.
I didn't think about it too much, but I could see it. But for sure, you know, they always say that the police is the biggest gang. You know
what I'm saying? As a whole, I'm like, okay, I get it, you know, but
you got all these niggas strapped.
I didn't think it was actually like organized crime type shit.
Yeah, hella organized.
I mean, come on, you think training, like these movies are like half truths, right? And shit. Like if like think about having that type of power as a cop, bro. Like
yeah, think about any brotherhood though sticking together. Like you come to work I could see how it could happen easily. Like you coming to work every day, the same 20 niggas, you guys are going out there in the middle of LA to fucking, you know, and you got to come back home to your kids. Yeah. I'm looking at the nigga next to me like we boys and like we both got to make it back. You feel me? He got a kids, we talking every day.
Is there like some soldiers and shit, you know?
Exactly. But being
band of brothers,
being a gang, you feel me? That's a whole nother thing.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying though, because it's like now like it's linked to like criminal activity.
But it's like now let's say this, you're one of the cops, right? Or them 20 cops, you go over to the Hoover neighborhood or something like that. There's 10 gangbangers out there. They're banging on you, yada, yada, yada. You see somebody shoot somebody, and now you calling for backup. You calling the hood. You feel me? Yeah. Now all 20 of them niggas is like, hey, Pete's in trouble. Like, let's get over there, nigga. We finna, whatever happens. Did you see that police chase 2 days ago in LA?
That shit was crazy.
This nigga was shooting out the window. Boom, boom.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, because I seen like as soon as they tackle him, they're fucking like,
they're bobbing.
Have you seen
that
shit at all? Bro, I gotta show you that shit. Like they're over here like beating like. I could understand why you're gonna come in hot like that.
Yeah,
like nigga, you just shot at me, bro. Like what the fuck? You know what I mean?
You got me chasing you. You got me. You feel me? Spending 3 hours chasing you down. You're shooting at me. I gotta jump on you, and I'm not sure if you still got a strap on you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So like, I mean, I have my things with the cops that I don't give a fuck about. You know what I mean? But like with shit like that, bro, like you kind of gotta understand, like, hey, man, this person's trying to get home too. You know, trying to get home to their family. So. I'm not gonna sit here and say fucking. I think when we be like all bad, like all cops aren't bad, they're not. But when the motherfuckers that are like the good cops not calling out the bad cops, that's when it's the problem.
But then you're also in a tough space because if you're the cop calling out the bad cops and they don't get in trouble and they stay, nigga, you the one nigga out. You
it's
feel
like snitching. It's like a gang, like you said. It's a gang, bro.
Yeah, you're snitching.
It's a gang.
Literally, you're snitching on
It's a gang.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, John Morant, stop that fucking shit. Play your goddamn basketball. Be the greatest that could fucking ever play the game. That's it.
The whole point is to get out the hood, my boy.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Don't go back. It's crazy though, man, because like a lot of people that come from like means and shit, they be just like they get curious, dog, and they get bored and they go end up back hanging out with the hood niggas and shit. Like,
well, the world is infatuated with gangbanging and
it's weird.
Like,
it's weird.
It's easy to like. You see action, you see drama, you see that underdog story. You feel me? All the time we grew up, like we're watching all the best, the things we're in love with. All has to do with gangsters. Weed smoking, drinking, you know what I mean, like that. And you think about too, like most women is like these top women in the world, like when they really think about it and they mature, they want like a business man or something like that. But for the most part, they want the drug dealer, the scammer, you know. And people see that the scammers see that, the squares see that, the females see that, and it just entices you to want to just like I want to bang, like I want to be the one loved.
It's funny you say that and shit because like I was thinking about it driving back because I'm over here driving, like dropped him off last night and driving back from that area and shit. I used to think about like how the blocks, you know, like I feel like people ain't really active right now like that. Like I haven't been to places really where like I see a bunch of people hanging out or whatever. But I was thinking about that. Like I'm like, what really brings a person to it or whatever, you know? And I'm like, there's really women out there that love gangsters.
It's a fact.
Like they fucking love them. You know what I mean? So like I'm like, oh, that right there is more than enough for people to be like, you know what? Like, hell yeah, I see this nigga getting all the bitches and shit. And like, some of the bitches that be hanging around are bad as fuck. They want these niggas. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Shit crazy. Yeah. But on another note, you seen Angelina Jolie said that she paid a hitman to kill her. And he told her to wait 2 months. And she waited in 2 months. She changed her mind. And
what the fuck?
Yeah, so she found a hitman.
No way.
She told him she wanted him to kill her because she would feel bad if her family thought she committed suicide because that's when guilt comes in and what happened. So she wanted to pay for somebody to murder her. And
sounds like something out of a fucking movie.
And the hitman told her, just wait 2 months. If you still feel that way,
I'll come do it.
And she waited 2 months. She hit him up and said, I changed my mind. And
that's crazy. When did she? What was she on saying this? Or like she like?
I don't know exactly what she was on. No, it was on an interview or something like that.
Damn.
And she put out a video and shit saying it.
So she was like suicidal.
Yeah, she was suicidal, but she didn't want her family to feel the guilt of her killing herself.
That's crazy, dog. That's wild. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm like, fucking Angelina, bro. She wants to hire a hitman to take her out.
She would have never been. We would have never. This was like 90s to early 2000s type shit.
Wow. Shit.
So for all those people out there, don't give up, man. You're dead.
For real, man. That shit's wild. I mean, and it's crazy. It always trips me out though, man, because like, you know, us as spectators and shit, as consumers of all these people that, you know, do art, celebrities, whatever. You know, you always think that they're in the greatest of spirits and shit, you know, and like here they are thinking like that, you know.
Yeah, you never know. You fall in love with the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like quick story, fucking like some dude I was playing ball with back in the day, you know, like he ended up going to the league, Tyler Honeycutt, but he wound up going overseas and really kind of like blossoming over there.
Yeah, he went to my high school.
Tyler Honeycutt?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm over here looking at his Instagram, bro, and I like I said, when we're 12-year-old kids playing basketball, I would have never have seen that he would end up being this player that goes to the league. So I'm watching it and I'm like, I mean, I'm more of like inspired by it. I'm like looking at it, bro. And I'm like, man, this was living the best life.
Mm-hmm. He ended up going to the Kings too. He played in the Kings at first.
Yeah. That's where he got drafted.
Yeah, he got drafted to the Kings.
And I'm over here like, oh man, this is inspiring, like to see the home. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say he's the homie, he's just somebody I knew, you know, but that same night he had killed himself.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I remember seeing that too.
So it's just crazy like how fucking you be thinking people are in the best of spirits and they're in these positions and all along they're like feeling that way.
R.I.P. Tyler Honeycutt, man.
R.I.P.
We weren't like good friends. Yeah. I was like barely coming into the high school and he was a senior. But I just remember I just remember he had the baddest one. I thought it was cool as fuck. Tall ass light skinned nigga, but he was cool as fuck. It's totally off the radar and shit. But there's this other senior girl, and I remember one night, she told me I was trying to get at her, and she was like, it's kind of late already. You know, I'm like, it's not late, blah, blah, blah. She's like, look, if you could tell me, she's like, all right, I'll tell you where it's at, but I'm not going to tell you the apartment number. And I was like, what am I going to do with that? She was like,
where's
if
Waldo?
you can tell me Tyler Honeycutt's number, that's the apartment number. And I was like, I remember my boy was like was taking a shower or some shit. I knocked on the door. I was like, hey, what number is Tyler Honeycutt?
like his phone number?
No, it's this Jersey number, nigga.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, funny shit.
That's pretty funny, dog.
Yeah. And I banged on the door, and I'm like, hey, what number is he? He's like, I honestly don't remember. I think it was like 7 or 11, and he was like, 11. I was like, 11? And she's like, 11. All right, pull up.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Hey, so wait, did you end up going all the way with that shit? On the smack? No?
That's a funny story. Honestly, that's funny, because that specific girl, I didn't end up smacking.
Okay. I was about to say, shout out to Tyler, R.I.P. Tyler, man. But
shout out him.
To get some pussy from him, like, just by knowing his numbers, but a trip.
But I did eat her up.
Oh.
But that's one of
I mean, that's happened to me. You get to eat the pussy, but don't get to
that's like one of 3 that I've ever in my life. No, like one of 2 that I ever in my life ate out and didn't end up getting nothing in return. But she was so fine. It was like I guess we see how women feel. I've been I can't hate.
You got the top and never give nothing else.
So fine. But yeah, just that's a random connection.
No, I know,
out there, but it's just funny.
Man, R.I.P. Tyler. Crazy shit about Angelina, man. That's wild, bro. All the movies that came out after would have never happened. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Let me ask you this:
what's up, bro?
If your friend makes music or content, would you tell him it's not good? Would you be honest with him, or would you just let him keep making trash? Or would you try to guide him in the right direction, let him know?
It's just like with this though, it just depends on the approach. Like if you flat out just like, you're fucking trash.
Oh yeah, for sure. Don't do that.
I'm gonna smack you in the fucking face and fucking want to do an RKO.
Yeah.
Now if you're like, okay, like it's not working, this is what if you're constructive about it, then I mean.
No, that's what you would feel like somebody would do to you. But I'm saying, would you tell somebody if they're trash?
Yeah.
You're a liar, because you know a lot of trash niggas and you ain't telling them shit. And you ain't telling them shit. You just let them keep doing it. I know it.
Okay, I guess so. If you say so.
Am I right or am I wrong?
I don't deal with too many people. Name them. Drop it.
I'm not naming them. What the fuck? Why you want to put that on me? Nigga? Start naming niggas. If it's true they're trash and you think they're trash, are you going to agree or not? Or you're just going to leave me out there to hang? You rocking with me or what? We both standing on it or what the fuck?
Reckless Rhino.
No, damn, nigga. You really out here saying names.
Trash.
Stop it, bro.
He's cool, but the music's not good.
All right, well, like you said, we won't say trash. We'll just say it needs some work.
It needs work.
I think you need to focus in the direction and get it right here. You're kind of right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no more freestyles.
Right. Yeah.
Really make these records and really like work on your like when like one thing I don't like when people like are rapping and stuff and you can hear them like lose their breath.
Oh yeah.
And continue on and keep. I'm like, no, nigga, that's not a good take.
Breath control is part of it.
Yeah, like you gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So. And I was thinking about the other day. I'm like, honestly, that whole shit they be saying like you gotta love it for what it is and not for the money and blah blah blah. That's so true because like if you just love it for the music, because like listening to my songs, it started making me think about it. I've been listening to the same 7 songs, like Cooking Up, This Is Not a Trap House, Red Light, Too Dangerous, Volatile.
Just listen to all these
literally over and over, and I'm just like, in reality, this is good music. Like if I really just started to enjoy the fact of every time I complete a good song, it's like drawing a good picture. It's like painting a good picture. It's like if I find enjoyment and just like, I just put the last paintbrush on this bitch and it looks good.
Yeah.
Let me put that here. Last paintbrush swipe on this bitch. Put that bitch here. If I keep doing that, I'm going to just keep making shit and then the love of it is just going to make it good quality. Yeah. But if I'm just like, I finished it, I'm going to go try to sell this shit for $1,000. I'll see what I could do. And I'm just stressing on that instead of really the quality and the love for it.
Yeah.
Like that's how you're gonna open up even more and just get better quality, and everybody gonna love it.
But see, my take on the whole creative process too is that like, okay, just make the music and move on to the next. That's what I feel too. Like, because I feel like, of course, you want to go in with the mentality of like, oh, let me make this song better than the last, or let me make this painting better than the last, or whatever. But you're also gonna get better by just keep on swinging.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by the love of it. Like, like it's not exactly like
don't focus too much in on it. Like, oh, like you know what I mean? Pinpoint everything that could be wrong with it. Just keep moving forward and making the next song.
Yeah, and obviously, like everything, is a healthy medium. Like keep moving forward, but also put some emphasis on I want it to be better and better every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like definitely try to outdo the last song. And maybe try something different a little bit or whatever. Figure out what's gonna work or whatever. Because I mean, I think at a certain point, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna find your voice, and then especially if we're like, let's say we're punching in, you're gonna be able to do that quicker. You're gonna get the ideas coming a lot. Computing that shit, when you think of it, is gonna be able to come out a lot quicker. You know, so I think just repetition and shit like would help with that. So, with my take on that is like, just keep putting out like keep on progressing forward with the next song. Like if we sit here and like we keep on trying to like make this song super perfect, I think that like I don't know, it's like you said, for me it's a little tricky thing because like I'm all about like fucking just on to the next, but then like you do want to make sure that it has like maybe some extra ad-libs or something like that. But what I'm saying is that if I'm not mistaken, Lil Wayne said like a lot of those hit songs you were hearing like weren't even 100% complete, let's just say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's just a matter of like what you want to do and how you want to attack it. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, literally, you throw everything out the window, whether it be making it better, if it's gonna make money, if it's gonna go viral. Throw all that shit out the window, and the only thing you're thinking about is how much do I love this music? How much do I love this song? How much do I love? And just keep focusing on the love of making it and the love of getting that last paintbrush swipe. After, like you said, you're going to keep making them. After you got like 40 paintings, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure the 40th is going to be fucking the best thing, one of the best things you ever done.
Or it might be the one that you didn't like. It's always the ones that you didn't think was it. That's it, bro. It's weird.
Yeah.
You know?
But like I said, just focus on the love of what you're doing. That's what they always say is like, if you're focusing on how much you're gonna get paid or something like that, it's never gonna work. You just gotta literally love what you're doing. You feel me?
You know what's? I mean, I feel like it goes with this a little bit. Is like, especially nowadays. Like I mean, me personally, like everybody wants like results like this, you know, in a flash, you know. But let me break like something that happened to me the other day. I'm like, you know what? This is a life fucking lesson for me.
Yeah.
So I was driving home and I was taking, I had the GPS on and shit, and it was showing me to go one direction, the fastest direction. But to me, that wasn't the best direction. Even though it was fast and it'll get me to my destination quick, it still wasn't the best way to do it. So in life, just because it's the fastest way to get there doesn't always mean it's the right way.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I was like, damn, bro, like, because I'm always like trying to like get like results and shit, and I feel like I got to do it this way because this is gonna streamline that fucking, or what is it? Streamline?
Yeah.
Streamline it, and it's gonna happen. But it's like it's all timing. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not always like maybe, you know, maybe I would want it to just happen right then and there, but it's gonna happen like basically when I at least expect it. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is, whatever it may be. But just by me fucking getting a goddamn map home, I'm like, man, I'm always, because every time I'm driving, bro, I'm always trying to get to wherever I'm going fast.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Like that doesn't matter.
Yeah. In reality, there's no set forth path. Like there's one that's a little bit quicker, but let's say you take the path that's quicker, but halfway down the line, there's an accident.
Exactly.
You probably could have got there quicker if you would have went the other way. You know what I mean? So there's really no knowing, but all we can do is, you know, take little notes from everybody else and
like with
keep it moving.
Like with the pod and shit, like it's been slowly progressing, you know what I mean? In the beginning, I thought it was going to just be this instant thing.
Yeah.
You know, in my mind, it was like, we drop some fucking videos, we drop some content, we figure out some dope topics, and then is gonna just blossom into this crazy fucking flower. But at the end of the day, though, too, is that we're infants in this. I feel so. Like, yeah, it could happen for us instantly, bro. But at the same time, we're going through the motions and basically taking the punches, taking the hits, kind of building ourselves up. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, it could happen with a viral fucking clip, and then all of a sudden niggas are fucking talking shit to us, and you know what I mean? You got to be able to deal with that shit. You know what I mean? So like, that was just when I was thinking about that shit, I was thinking about everything in my actual real life. I'm like, just from fucking taking this goddamn map, bro. Just it don't gotta be fast, bro. Anything that's worth like keeping, I think it should take time.
Yep.
But on another note, Zendaya is in the news.
For what? She
renegotiated her contract. She's getting $1 million per episode for Euphoria.
That's crazy. When we finna start Euphoria already? Like, I'm tired of these shows taking so goddamn long to make.
Have you seen that shit? Yeah. That shit's gas.
I'm tired of these shows too long to fucking make, bro. I don't want to wait 3 years to watch this shit.
That's probably why, because she was renegotiating her contract. Because you know that the second season, they brought her in as a producer as well.
That's fire.
So I think she won an Emmy Award already for it. I think she's like, how old is that girl? She's young, no?
Couldn't tell you. Probably like 26 or something.
Yeah, she. I think she's like one of the youngest like Emmy Award winners as a producer or something like that. But
26.
Yeah, she renegotiated her contract, $1 million per episode. There's still no fucking date though when they're gonna drop this shit.
Well, they should have it recorded by now. But the thing with her too is like, she had some stuff before the show, but after the first season, bro, we seen her. She was Mary Jane on Spider-Man, bro.
Yeah.
So she earned that like on the side. You feel me?
Instant.
Basically saying like, you niggas want me to come back. You see what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm literally Mary Jane.
Yeah.
You're not paying for Zendaya no more. You're paying for Mary Jane and Zendaya.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah. So shout out to Zendaya. She got that milli. You know who was actually complaining about money though? Early on was her name is, I think, Sweeney. What is it? Sydney Sweeney or something like that.
Cassie?
Yeah. He's like, nigga, say Cassie.
You know what I'm talking
about. Yeah, she was saying that fucking they need to pay up, basically.
Well, now she got a couple more shows. They put her on White Lotus.
I haven't seen that one.
She was on that. That was cool. First season was cool.
Is she showing the...
Nah, she's not showing them.
I don't want to see it then.
Well, you remember what happened too when she got her pictures exposed and stuff.
What does she care about? That shit's been exposed to the whole world.
That's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, but she got to get paid for it now, nigga.
Oh, I get you.
You know what I mean?
She's like, these cost money.
Yeah, you got to pay extra, even though everybody already seen them. That's fucked up, huh? They hacked in her shit in the iCloud. If there's somebody hacks into my iCloud, they're gonna shit.
They gonna see.
I'm gonna have to take everything off my iCloud.
Was it the girlfriend's what?
Girlfriend for the night. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
This nigga, you bullshitting. We better start that shit.
The iCloud going crazy.
Better start that shit.
Hey, leave a like on this video if you want me to start it, man. If we get at least 30 likes.
OnlyFans. Come on, all the girls that love Kane.
If we get 30 likes,
in here.
We get 30 likes. I had posted a little thing on Instagram, like, should I start one? And there was like 72 like yeses and shit. And then girls started hitting me up and they're like, only if you're slanging dick. And I was like,
bro, come on. Come on, fool. Adam 22, dog. Come on, do it, dog.
Sure.
I'll tell you right off, I will give you the room to fucking do plug talk right here.
Nigga, I'll do it in my room.
No, what you gonna do here? I want to watch.
This nigga's crazy. His mom's right here in the next room. Like, his mom's in the next.
Smack her, fool. Smack her with the dick. What are you doing?
Fuck. That brings you to my next question. If your boy is doing OnlyFans, are you finna support him and
pay for it?
Get a membership? If your boy is doing OnlyFans, you gonna pay him to get a membership? It depends on the
girls I see.
But you can't see till you buy it, nigga.
Well, you gotta promote it somewhere, so I gotta see what you're promoting.
You already know, but it's gonna be some battles and stuff like
it's gonna be Crunch Fitness, right there.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shout out Crunch Fitness. Let me get a sponsorship.
I'm just saying.
This scene
I'm just saying, bro,
is brought to you by Crunch Fitness.
If you guys go to Crunch, go to Northridge Crunch. That's where they all at.
All right. I've only been there one time, so I don't know.
I know you when you went there, it was a dud.
Yeah. But I don't go to Crunch. I go to 24.
Motherfucker, everybody knows you go to Crunch when you do the same pose in front of the mirror, nigga.
That shit's funny.
I'm gonna say you do the Floyd Mayweather for the half shoulder, nigga.
No, the arms just down like this. I got 2 trademarks. I got my gym photo, my gym videos that everybody knows, and I got what's the deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Trademark.
And then yesterday, he was getting real spicy. He took the shirt off and shit, hitting the dips. He's like,
you feel me? Had to, give a little bit, but not too much. Give a little bit, but not too much. You know what I mean?
This nigga got the Shaft fucking theme song working.
Muscles coming and tattoos coming soon, baby.
He's like, once I get the tattoo, it's over.
The tats and the muscles, they're gonna catch up. Oh, the neck's coming.
The neck.
I told you by my birthday, I'm fucking 3 months away. 3 months away, baby. Right. We're finna get that bitch.
Have you ever fucking broken any bones?
Nah, I've sprained or light fractured fingers and shit, but nothing crazy.
What are you doing? Beating up on some fucking tree stump or what?
Jacking off. Nah, just I don't know, probably sports and shit like that, little shit.
He's like punching fools in the face.
Nothing serious. You the one punching people, suplexing people, nigga. This nigga is fucking the survival training. Urban Detroit survival training.
That guy. I never broke any. So you never had no serious injuries.
I had a knee injury in wrestling and shit, but I never really went to the doctor for it, so I don't know what happened. But I don't think I broke a bone. But my shit inflated with liquid like crazy. My shit was so inflated.
What happened though? It
was super simple. I just went down on my knee kind of hard.
While wrestling?
Yeah, but it wasn't even nothing crazy. I was at a tournament.
Probably just bent your shit a little bit?
I guess. And this shit filled up with water like a fucking water bag, bro. I'm walking and the shit's jiggling and shit.
They got a nutty professor knee and shit?
No, what I did, which I'm pretty sure isn't the medical thing to do, my coach was like, we're about to go to playoffs. We could either take him to the doctor, he's going to be out for a month or 2, or...
He really sounds like that too.
Or what you do is you get... And this is not medical advice. What you do is you put Vaseline, you put a little bit of salt, and then you wrap it with saran wrap. And by the time you wake up in the morning, your shit'll be all sweaty, and that shit'll be out.
Really? I thought you were gonna fucking puncture that shit with some needles and shit. Start squirting.
That would've been crazy. Literally sweat it out.
That's crazy. That's weird. I've never broken any bones, but I broke a nigga's jaw. And I'm just playing. I almost broke my finger. I dislocated my thumb playing football.
That's crazy.
Did a play, and then fucking when I get up, bro, I'm looking, and this fucking finger is pointing to the fucking east, nigga, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with my thumbs? So I'm over here kind of freaked out. I'm what, fucking 13, 14 and shit. I'm freaked out and shit, walk back and shit, and they're like, oh, you dislocated your thumb. Come here. Bite down on this towel. And I'm all like, oh, hell nah. Bite down on the towel. Pop that shit back in. Wrap my shit up. All right, get the fuck back out there.
That's crazy. Niggas is 13, not even telling their parents or nothing. They're just like, Pa, we need this fucking $30 trophy this year, nigga.
Exactly, bro. Fucking a trophy they got that at the fucking Dollar Tree.
This season means everything. Pa.
For real. Yeah, right. You would think they would fucking hey, call the fucker's parents over here.
I was 16 and they just told me to do that. Nigga, I got 2 more seasons. Maybe we should just do this the right way. You feel me?
That's crazy, bro. You could have had your whole shit.
My shit still bothers me to this day.
Does it really?
Certain shit. It be feeling kind of heavy. It be, I don't know.
The cold and shit.
I might just be babying it or something because I feel it, but it don't feel like this one, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. My knees are all fucked up. Remember I was trying to do lunges and shit? Like
that.
Sounds like fucking broken glass down there, nigga.
Yeah, a couple of my friends from the gym, they've been telling me to work on mobility too. Do mobility training and shit.
What is that, like movement, like running and shit? Or?
Nah, it's you'll do a slow stretch down to the ground on one leg. You'll roll your ankles like this, shit like that. You do shit like
just
that.
Like your wrist and whatever.
Or that you do certain like movements like this, which is just stretching but you go down into a lunge almost, and you twist.
Gotcha.
You twist it the other way.
You don't do no stretching or nothing at the gym, huh?
I'll do a quick leg stretch if I'm gonna do squats and shit, but not really. I don't.
Gotcha.
But I should.
Yeah,
and that's why they're telling me my ankles, because she was my homegirl, shout out Nicole, was telling me my ankles, like, mobility was trash because we're doing certain workouts, and it's like my shit don't bend as much as her shit's bending. So I'm trying to like squat down, but I'm picking up my back foot, and she's like, oh, if you're picking up your back foot, it's because your mobility, and now you're not doing the workout as fully because you're picking up your whole leg and shit. That changes everything. Even, bro, the homegirl, Kenzie, check out Ken's Reese on Instagram. You guys want to learn about workout stuff. She has mind to body trainings and stuff like that. But even like putting your head a certain way, like as you're lifting, can make a difference. Like you're looking down and now your spine is a different position, and you're working out a whole different thing to where as if you
like
were
just
looking
form
up,
in particular.
like even that, like just the way you turn your head could change your whole workout completely.
My shit be fucking with me, bro. Like when I be doing like any back workouts or whatever. My back, I'm like, there's definitely something that I got to be doing as far as like stretching or like building. Like I'm like, would it change if like I build muscle? You know what I mean?
Yeah, stretching, building muscle. A lot of people say like if you have a problem, like you could not work that out too much. Like I say, your shoulder, you cannot work that out too much, but then like you could build muscle around it or onto your other muscles, so then it's helping you pick it up and you don't have to use your shoulder as much. But also if you're like benching or something like that, it could be like your form. So if you're like a lot of people, because like me, I'm going all the way down to the chest. And certain times, like if you're trying to work out a certain thing, you don't have to go all the way to the chest. Or if your shoulders hurt and you're doing incline with the dumbbells and you're going all the way back to here, then lifting, and your shoulder's starting to hurt, you're going all the way back here. That's hurting your shoulders. But you could literally do the same workout from here, only go to here, and now, go like halfway. You're still getting that pump out. You're still getting that flexion, but now you're not stressing your shoulder as much because you're not bringing it back all the way back here.
That's like the middle of my back. That shit feels like I like how to get it like popped or some shit.
Probably stretch too. Like I at least do arm stretches and shit like that before I start, but not as much as I should at all.
Yeah. All right, what else we got on the motherfucking list, dog?
You seen those new Ford cars? Can now repossess themselves. They're gonna start making.
I've seen that, dog.
They can repossess themselves.
They did the they
patented it.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
That's wild, nigga.
Imagine you wake up in the morning, you just see your car taking off. Like, God damn, I'm 2 days late.
You chasing down the street, nobody in the fucking car, dog.
I was telling people that they're like, I'll close the gate. You good? I was like, yeah, but what happens when you go to Food for Less later and you go try to get some food and you come back out with your groceries and that shit take it off?
Hey man, I got my car repossessed twice, bro. That shit's not fun.
That's crazy.
Like you literally like, I remember I fucking left it out there. And it was like, I was going to be back out there like maybe like an hour later. And I'm like, I go look and I'm like, where the fuck's the car at?
Yeah.
And I thought somebody was playing a trick on me. I went around the corner.
Damn. Like, oh, no. I'm hella scared of that, but luckily I pay my shit. But sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm a week late. I'm like, what if these niggas just got the alert too soon and they come and take my shit? But I have an underground parking, so I don't even think a tow truck would fit in that bitch.
No, you're good.
Honestly,
you're good,
but still, like I be thinking that shit.
But when you had the gym or something,
it's
supposed to be quick too, dog.
Oh yeah, I've seen some that are like instant.
Come take the like they just be like. I see them on TikTok all day.
They be making some good money, bro. Like some of you make
shitty job, man.
But you be making like $200 a car, $300 a car.
I know.
You do 10 cars, my boy. You just made 3 racks in one day.
I wonder how many niggas got popped for that shit though.
It's not. Don't hate me, nigga. I'm just doing my job.
Nigga, I'm talking about pop, literally.
No,
like,
I know. I'm saying,
pop, get my shit.
Yeah, I follow this nigga. He does donuts and shit mostly, but he also is a tow truck driver, and he'll be working like 3 a.m. Like fuck it. He'll do.
You're talking about when they put the fucking thing on their car, on their wheel?
What thing? Oh,
the boot?
No, he literally tows their shit.
Oh, you said donuts though.
Oh, like he does donuts in his car. Like
that's his shit.
Like he does burnouts. His shit's hard as fuck too. He goes by, I think it's a swing that shit.
Gotcha.
That's just pretty hard. But he also is a tow truck driver. And he'll be like doing a couple hours, and sometimes he shows how much money he makes. Man, this nigga, especially if it's like an emergency one, they'll pay them even more. You can pay $300 to go pick up this car real quick at 3 a.m. Yeah. Hopefully everybody's asleep, and he'll be quick at that shit. He'll show the video. He's pulling up, like unless he's doing something before, but he's pulling up, backing in, and boom, next thing that shit's up and he's driving off.
I know. I see those shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Quick 300.
What's a job that you wouldn't do though, no matter what's the price though? Like,
damn, probably like some sewer shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say instantly it was like sanitation for me.
Sanitation. You want me to be like
fucking septic tank cleaner?
Yeah,
fuck
no.
You.
Or you want me to be an exterminator, and you want me to like crawl through roaches and shit type shit. Nah, I'm not doing it.
That too.
I'm not doing it.
It's funny because I did look at that shit. I seen like some of the stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna do that.
Never in my life.
Getting a crawl space and shit. Little rat coming over, Stuart Little looking at you. Fuck that.
If they said 5 years in jail, you get $20 million.
It's easy.
Easy 5?
It's easy. Honestly, bro, I mean, I think especially like if you're not really, well, you got to get involved, right?
What?
When you go into jail.
The politics and shit? I mean, you could
do
try.
You have to?
I mean, you could try. But
I'll go to PC, nigga.
You could, fuck it. If you try, you could be like, oh, I'm a citizen. Like, basically, I'm just a regular nigga, you know what I mean? Like that. But some niggas gonna try to fuck with you.
Yeah.
You might get lucky. Like, maybe they just, it's all the luck of the draw. But for the most part, like, if you don't have nobody, then niggas are gonna try to pick on you. Yeah. And who's gonna back you up?
See, but that's what I always thought when, like, because like, when it comes to jail, I'm like, okay, I'm not involved with none of this shit. So you're telling me that a nigga's gonna come and hand me some shit and be like, oh, you gotta go finish this nigga and I gotta go do it?
Not exactly. Depends, like, what ring or what part you're in. Like, they'll leave you alone for the most. But, like, I got a homie and he's black and he tried to, like, claim homie and he got locked up with a bunch of Mexicans and shit.
Yeah. And
he basically was claiming homie, but he knew enough people to where he was good. But I don't think he went past, like, the county. And once you go to, like
prison,
it's way more
different, right?
It's way more strict on the. I mean, there's still the race rules in the county, but it's way more strict. Like once you get to prison and shit.
Because I always thought that I was like that was probably like my most terrifying idea of like, wait, I'm gonna go to jail and fucking now I got to turn into this like career criminal and hitman for these niggas.
Yeah, not everybody's gonna be chosen for that shit. Or have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, and hopefully that's more.
So yeah, $20 million for 5 years, nigga. Sign me up. Can we do this?
Yeah, right now, my boy. Right now. My boy.
Would you do it?
Fuck. I don't know. I was trying to think about it. I was like, it depends how thirsty I am at the moment. Cause like
5 years, 20 mil.
That's a lot of time to miss. If you would have asked me at 19, maybe. But you asked me now, I'm like,
oh yeah, I mean,
nigga, watch me make 20 million on my own, nigga. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's too late in the game right now. It's too late in the game.
Late.
Too late in the game.
Yeah, once you hit 30, you shouldn't even get locked up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, right. You
fucking be out the game, my nigga.
Dummy. Speaking of getting locked up, have you ever got caught shoplifting?
Ain't nobody ever catching me, nigga.
Never?
Ain't nobody ever catching me, nigga. What you mean caught?
No, they were like Sonic and shit.
They ain't never gonna catch me, nigga. I felt like I was too swift when I was young and stealing shit. And then even if they did, I'm taking off. You ain't catching me.
Okay.
Because they, you know the rule, they got to catch you like in the store on the premises technically.
Yeah.
So unless they catch in the store, like, what are you doing and grab me? First of all, they're not even supposed to be doing that. Yeah. Or if they lock the door on me, maybe if they like, you know, when they be doing that.
But have
shit.
You ever? So have you ever shoplifted though?
Yeah, remember I told you I used to steal the movies. I used to.
Okay.
I used to steal a gang and shit.
Yeah.
Have I told that story, right?
Yeah, the movies.
Yeah.
The porns.
No, that was a whole nother one. That was a whole nother one. Yeah, the porn heist.
Porn heist.
When I used to steal DVDs from like John's and shit.
Yeah. You tell me.
Yeah, but have I said it on the pod?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, a lot of shit, clothes, food, mostly food and the DVD thing. Yeah. We used to steal a gang of DVDs. I
got caught for stealing like tech decks and fucking like the little fake little BMX bikes.
See, how old are you?
I was probably like 10 at the time.
You only get caught if you're the nigga who stays back. Everybody starts running and then they look back and it's fucking Pete like,
well, no, I'm gonna be honest with you, like they did some fucking straight up like dude was in regular clothing, you know, and when we left the store, that fool just like grabbed us from the arm.
Yeah, see, they're like, technically not even supposed to be doing that.
Yeah,
you know
it was at Toys R Us, R.I.P. the one that was right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But honestly, we would have got away. But I think like, I mean, they probably see me too, man. But the homie I was with was suspicious as hell. It was the same nigga that was bullying me.
Oh, shit.
That I beat his. That nigga was with us, and he was just like hands in his pockets, like just looking super suspicious. And then like next thing you know, boom, we're getting caught and shit. I was scared shitless though.
I had my old. I used to go to high school with him, and I was a coworker with him. But he was a security guard at the store that I worked at, and he was like, he kept showing off this video. He used to work at Vallarta before that store. So he was a security guard, and there was somebody who stole a bag of chips. And I shit you not, In the video, it's just a guy in the front of Vallarta, just standing right by the curb and shit. He's just standing there, like not even worried about stealing a bag of chips. Cause he's like, what are they gonna do? These $3 bag of chips. Like,
yeah,
he's about right there with the chips. He's opening them and shit. I swear to God,
they
this
got
nigga
tackled
the fuck out of him from the back. Boom! And I swear to you, this dude is about 320 pounds. The dude that tackled him, he's like 5'8", 5'7", 300 pounds. Boom! Just pile drives him from the back, bro. Who smacks on his face. Boom!
fucking Kirby and shit.
Bro, destroyed his ass. And he was like hella proud of that video. He was like, look at this shit, bro. I was like, damn, nigga.
For a
you
bag
got
of
problems.
chips.
And now he's a police officer.
Imagine it was a Big Mac. That nigga would have fucking like,
bro.
did
And now
karate kick. Fucking.
and now he's a cop, bro. After all that.
Word?
Talking about police officers with fucking bad
Crazy.
mentals and shit. This
Yeah,
nigga over
bro.
here slamming niggas for a bag of chips. No cap, like I can't even make this shit up. Like, bro, he fucking like think about the worst football hit, but the guy's not even paying attention and it's straight into the
That's what
back.
I'm saying. So it's like whiplash, like a
Bro, he said,
motherfucker.
boom, smacked his shit on the floor.
Oh, I would have sued the fuck out of that.
I don't know what he did, but that guy, I think he kept his job. He didn't even get in trouble.
I would have did this, or I would have hired this nigga. So it's a fucking weird name. I might butcher it. I don't give a fuck. But Bagaloy Mendes Fernandez.
Fernandez.
Mendes Fernandez, bro. I would have hired this nigga to go get that security guard, bro. He was suspected of carrying human meat through an airport, and it's a suspected cannibal, huh? That supposedly killed like a friend of his or whatever, and was like transporting his meat and shit through the.
So he got caught.
He got caught.
Oh, so he's not suspected. He did it.
Well, but he's just suspected because they caught him.
They're still trying to figure out if it's meat and shit.
Yeah, they're testing it.
That's crazy.
So I would have hired that nigga to go get that.
Don't
big
hire
nigga.
that nigga. He gets caught, nigga. This nigga don't know what he's doing. What the fuck you transported? Where you trying to take it, nigga?
That's why.
Where you trying to go, nigga?
He was
To China Express?
if I'm not mistaken, happened like in the Netherlands and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And they caught him in like Brazil or something like that.
He's trying to take that shit to China Express, my boy.
Meat, dog. Like, what the fuck is up with people, bro?
Sick. I was watching the other day. It was a story of this girl, right? So what happens is there's this girl. She's going on a date, right? This is like the 90s. She's going on a date. She ends up going on a date. There's this dinner. She meets this nice man, you know.
Spark that shit up.
What seems like a nice. Let me tell our story. Damn. you cut me off like nigga. Damn. So she goes on. I'm smart right now. So she goes on this date, right? She meets this nice man, glasses. He's cool. She's talking to him for a second. She's like, at this point, I just got this weird energy from him. She's like, it's almost like his face like was distorted. I started feeling real creepy. So she starts feeling so bad that she runs to the bathroom, right? She calls her brother. She's like, this is the only time I ever did this. I called my brother. I said, can you please pick me up?
Yeah.
He comes and picks her up. She leaves the guy there. Then like a week later or like 2 weeks later, she's watching the news and it's the guy she was on a date with, and it's Ted Bundy.
Oh shit.
And it's Ted Bundy.
That's crazy.
And no, I don't even think it was 2 weeks later. It was about 2 months later. And she sees Ted Bundy. And the city that she was from was where he originally started the murders, which he's, on paper, he started the murders about 2 weeks after he met her. So that could have been she could have been the first victim.
One.
Bro, crazy.
Oh.
And she was saying that like, it was almost like his face literally changed. And like she could feel the energy coming off him.
Out of all these fucking sick fucks, what is the one like crazy, serial killer or whatever that like really tripped you out? Like,
I don't know. There's a lot. They tell a story about the dude. Forgot his name. He's from the Amityville Horror. The guy who killed all the people in the Amityville Horror.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, he's in jail now. And every day, basically, what he would say every morning was, so he was like, to get into heaven, I had to kill my family. And he's like, but God told me not to kill my grandma. So he really believed every day at 6 a.m. he'd start cooking, because I guess they give them flat grills and shit that they could cook stuff.
Yeah.
Every morning, 6, 7 a.m, he's cooking breakfast, just repeating over and over, I'm going to heaven because I didn't kill my grandma. I'm going to heaven because I didn't kill my grandma.
Weird.
Nigga, still sick. You let him out?
Yeah,
nigga,
yeah, for sure.
Sick.
Everybody.
Yeah, I think for me it was like, it was Jeffrey Dahmer,
Yeah, that was crazy.
Boogeyman to me, or the BTK killer.
B2K killer.
BTK.
BTK.
Yeah.
Who's up?
Dennis Rader was his name, and he would go into like I mean, the one that stands out to me is the story of him like killing this kid's family in front of him. And this what shocked me about it is that like he would torture him, bro. So like he had one of the little girl hung in the fucking in the basement and shit, bro. Like, and this guy's like this little kid is watching his whole family get killed, bro. So yeah, that's what stuck out to me.
That's crazy.
Weird, man. Weird ass people. But I don't know why I'm super fascinated by forensic files.
I mean, everybody really is.
Cold case files.
Mostly women. I don't know why women are so fast. That shit scares me a little. Like, why y'all love to see people?
Ass bitches.
Why y'all love to see people getting murdered? It makes me think you trying to figure out how to get away with the shit. You like, how can I get away with this shit?
For sure,
y'all niggas.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's very real. And if I'm not mistaken, bro, they say Pisces is at the top of the list of serial killers.
This nigga loves horoscopes.
So guess who I'm with?
Pisces. This nigga loves horoscopes.
I sleep with a knife.
Well, talking about relationships.
What's up?
Answer me this. So, you're at a concert with Trey Songz. You're at a Trey Songz concert. No, you're at a Chris Brown concert. And he says, yo, I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. And he's talking to your girl. But I saw you from across the room. And he's trying to give her a lap dance on stage.
Can you do it?
You let your girl go on stage to get a lap dance?
Yeah.
From Usher?
From Usher or Chris Brown?
Oh, Chris Brown, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a toxic nigga.
I mean, he rubbing on her.
A couple minutes.
You know
Yeah,
what
exactly.
I mean, you guys are one of the only ones to answer that, because I asked a couple people that this weekend. They all felt the same way. They said, hell nah, not my lady. She ain't about to get rubbed on and get her ass felt and shit.
What about that video with Janet?
Club dog, like, I get fucking mad because the bitch put her titties in my face.
Exactly.
It's all right, go let that.
What about
a little bit, you know?
Yeah, for sure. What about
I'm gonna smash you.
what about fucking the dude that was getting a lap dance from Janet Jackson that one time?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That nigga was that was wild.
That nigga had sweats on too. I would have been on rock hard,
I would have
baby.
been brick.
I would have been bricked up. I'm not gonna lie. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh hell no, don't pull me up there in sweats.
Speaking of which, bro, like think about doing a sex scene, bro. Like in like these actors that do these sex scenes and shit. How tough can that be, man?
Hell yeah, you give me a sex scene with J-Lo, I'm
brick.
I'm gonna get an extra slap in too. Like he said, cut. Oh shit, my fault. I'm just trying to get into character, baby.
Oh shit. Like fucking they're gonna have to tie my shit down, huh? For fucking bring some rope in this bitch.
And I apologize to everyone in here just to start this, as I take my pats off because my shit already bricked. Right when we start, like we haven't even started yet.
Action.
Not to disrespect
This
anybody.
They got a fucking baby arm holding apple right there.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro, for sure. Like I could imagine, like, because I think they asked Amari Hardwick, the dude that played Ghost in Power.
Mm-hmm.
They're asking him about, because he was over there smacking that I think she's Puerto Rican, bro, the detective. Have you seen that show?
Fine. I've seen parts. I know
he was smacking that shit all throughout the series and shit. You know what I mean? And like they're like, how'd you do that shit? Like I would have been over there fucking dick all hard. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I don't know. That shit crazy.
But yeah, to answer your question with the Chris Brown thing, I can go get your lap dance on, whatever, Chris.
That's right.
Let's get into some therapy right now.
There we go.
Therapy.
Come on.
With the weeds. What changes have you made to improve your mental health?
It's always up and down, bro. It's always up and down, man. It's like, I feel like sometimes I really put in time to like study some shit. I'm looking at some shit to like how to think forward. I'm thinking about
self-improvement.
Yeah, self-improvement. But it's like then you do it a couple times and then you stop. So it's hard to really be like, oh, I'm really committing to that and whatnot. But I would say the highest one I would say is the gym.
Working out
for sure. That's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Because that shit always just has me on a want to do better for myself.
This nigga be pumped up and shit.
You feel me? Yeah, it just has you feeling good about yourself, you know?
I'll say that's the most like people need to like that's a real helper, you know what I mean?
Sure.
The gym.
Mm-hmm.
It's like such a stress reliever.
For sure.
I think for me the same thing. Gym
for sure.
Like it's like the self-improvement books and all that's cool and all and shit, but like the gym to me is just like that. Once you accomplish that, bro, like, or like once you like, for instance, like the days that I don't want to go and shit and I go,
Yeah.
like that's when I'm like, okay, yeah, this is it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think it's the one fix all, but I think those books and all that are good too, but I think it's
good too.
It's the easiest to like, you know, really put forth, and like forcing yourself to read a book and do this is very difficult, but getting yourself to go in the gym, like once you go once or twice, like that's when you really start moving. You know, you could read this shit the whole time, but this is like putting it into action.
Yeah.
And you know,
the action, that's what I'm saying. The action.
Discipline over motivation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you think that's what helped you out the most?
For sure. And but you know, it's a path that takes forever, man. I mean, you know, I'm sure our parents got double the age. You feel me? Another 15 years on us, and they're still trying to improve. You know what I mean? So that's why people gotta not be so hard, but actually put forward like effort into, you know, doing that shit.
Yeah. I think a lot of times though, for me, bro, like one of my biggest things is I'm like, I mean, we're all our biggest critics, right?
For sure.
But I also feel like sometimes I'm fucking super hard on myself, dog. Like mentally.
Yeah.
Like I let a lot of negative thoughts about my own self come and creep in and make me really perceive that that's the reality of it, and it's not.
I feel like I be checking myself all the time because I be doing shit like that where it's like, nigga, leave something upstairs. I leave my charger upstairs, and I'm like, dumbass. You feel me? It's like, damn, nigga, like you can't never give yourself a break. It's all right, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You didn't leave.
So it could be the smallest thing or the biggest thing.
Yeah, it's like, and it's like every little. That's just a show. It's like literally every little thing, you know. Yeah. And sometimes I check myself, like, bro, chill. Like,
I've been trying to really, really focus in on controlling my thoughts, bro. Like, and like kind of like, because you know. It depends on how you perceive that thought, right? Like it could be like okay, so damn, bro, today you said you were gonna do this and you didn't do it.
Yeah,
it could be that like, but some people could look at that like, hey, give yourself a break too. You know what I mean? Sure.
Yeah, it's all perspective. It's all perspective. Some people are gonna wake up and say, oh, I went to the gym yesterday, I'm tired, and some people are gonna say, oh, I went to the gym yesterday, but I gotta go harder.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's literally it right there. It's like, saying. Which one you gonna be?
It's a crazy balance though, because like there's so many different things I want to do throughout the day or whatever. Of course, you can't fucking accomplish everything in a day, right? But I'll tell you right now, like the fact that I haven't done certain things these past couple of weeks, I've been like, nigga, what are you doing?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But then at the same time, I'm like, bro, just be like the whole rushing. You know what I mean? Yeah. That whole rushing mentality that I talk about having, like. Going the fastest to do something.
Yeah.
It don't got to be built today is what I'm saying.
I would say probably the best bet. And like I said, this is me speaking as a person trying this shit, but I would say the best bet and something I'm gonna try to put forward to this weekend or like before Monday is just like scheduling shit out.
Yeah.
Because now you've already.
I haven't done it in a long time.
Now you've already agreed with yourself that this is the set amount time. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, it's Wednesday at 6:00. I think I'm going to go to the gym, and then I think I'm going to go to the studio, because then now that studio time drops to 45 minutes. But if you tell yourself, no, I'm going to make sure I finish by this time no matter what, then I'm going to the studio from 6 to 8, and I'm going to the gym from 8:30 to 10. You know what I mean? Like that, and then hold yourself to it and see what happens. I'm going to try that this week.
No, because I definitely was the type of dude, like, I want to say, like, be like pre-pandemic and shit, nigga. Like, because pandemic, bro, I don't know about you guys, but time... As soon as the pandemic shit, nigga, quarantine hit, like time just literally didn't exist at this point. For sure. You know? So Mondays and Wednesdays were clashing. I didn't know what day it was, you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
But like I used to do the night before, dog. I'll be like, okay. And the thing is like I said, I always want to try to do everything in a day. So at first it would be like a list of 10 things. But I'm like, nah, bro, break it down, prioritize it, you know, see what's the most important and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and try to attack like that. But yeah, in the recent months and shit, my days are literally like, okay, yeah, I know I got to be at work at this time. I know I want to get in the gym. Everything else is just like, oh, today I feel like making a song. Yeah. Oh, today I feel like doing this. You know what I mean?
A little more intent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Sure.
We got to move it intent. You know what I mean? But on that note, it's discipline over motivation. Schedule shit out. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Figure out what you're trying to do and and write them goals out. You know, that's just hella real. Like getting the whiteboard.
I've never done that.
Getting the whiteboard. I remember you having a whiteboard.
Yeah, but I mean, like I didn't stick to it.
Oh, yeah. And really like pinpoint, like I'm going to do this by then. I'm going to do this by then. Exactly. You feel me? Schedule your shit out and get your shit going.
It's funny because when I didn't have the whiteboard, bro, like, and I was like so amped up about getting the whiteboard, it was hilarious. I'm talking to my boy Byron and shit, like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna get this whiteboard and do this. Like, I was like so amped up. Yeah. I get the whiteboard, and it was just like, oh yeah, I wrote some shit, but just didn't follow through with none of it. It was crazy. It's funny. And then I threw the whiteboard out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's funny.
This nigga's playing Hangman and shit on the Insta. I'm about to get this whiteboard.
Exactly.
Hey, guess this word.
I
nigga.
Definitely did do that.
Play some Hangman. You feel me? No cap.
What else you got on the list, dog?
Did you see Elon Musk became the richest man again?
No, I didn't. No, I did. I think I seen something like that.
Yeah, became the richest man again, and he's actually right behind. So the company is called LVMH. Which is like, I think it's like 20 billion less. Yeah. But LVMH stands for Louis Vuitton, Moet, and Hennessy. So they own those companies.
Wow.
And then like a shitload more.
Yeah. Crazy. But I mean, he's the richest man that we can see. You know what I mean?
This is true.
He's the richest man we could see.
This is true.
I seen somebody talking about Elon Musk and shit, like, he's like, man, Elon fucking somehow getting all the bitches and shit. Elon be getting his dick sucked.
Oh, that was Chris Rock. That was Chris Rock in his new stand-up. If you guys haven't seen it, Chris Rock got a new stand-up on Netflix.
And he finally addresses
Will.
Slap.
Yeah, you feel me? Check it out. I don't want to ruin it. I only watched like 20 minutes so far. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that later.
Yeah. You know what though? The slap, it brought like ratings back to the Oscars and shit, because I heard that their numbers been going down and shit, so they might want to slap somebody else's next one.
They're like, oh shit, the drama's where it's at.
Exactly, bro. I'll go up there and get slapped.
Yeah.
They're like, who the fuck is this random nigga? Exactly.
The Oscars and the Grammys, though, it's just always like it's like these, because really what it is like a board of like 10 people who vote on this shit. You know,
there's niggas in the industry that vote on it, I think.
Like the Grammys, it's like from what I know, it's just like these 10, because that's why you be having like Macklemore win over like Lil Wayne.
I mean, yeah, politic wise, yeah. I mean, I don't know how. I feel like niggas pay for that shit.
I feel like it's 10 white people that fucking are on a board and they say, "Oh, we listen to the new Beyonce. We listen to this."
Yeah.
Like, you feel me?
What do you like?
Yeah. What do you like?
Honestly, I believe you on that, because you know where they dropped the ball. When Kendrick Lamar came out, Tyler the Creator won like Best New Artist Grammy or some shit like that. And I was like, Tyler who? Who the fuck is Tyler the Creator?
At the time
and still. Because fuck that nigga. I'm just like,
that's crazy. You know Tyler the Creator's from LA?
Yeah, I seen that nigga plenty times and he don't fuck with me.
Oh yeah, that's right. My fault. That's why you got that hate from. Hey man, shout out Tyler, man.
Fuck him.
He be doing it a little bit different.
Tyler, fuck you.
For being an LA nigga, like he got a different vibe and shit.
Skater white boy with black skin.
All right. Well, if you want, when we see him, we'll still pack him out. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I would not fight him, but fuck him.
I'll fight him.
What else you got on there, man? Hit me with some more.
Did you see the Rolling Loud just this weekend?
I didn't see it. But I did wake up this morning and see that there was a woman going viral saying that basically Playboy Cardi was like demonic
and shit. Yeah, like you could hear it in the back of the video. Like it's just some crazy ass like growling sounds. I guess that's what he's looking for. That's just the vibe.
Yeah, I mean, like you seen his merch.
Yeah, it's like insane.
Upside down crosses, but it's all for fucking.
I seen him performing that song and that shit looked crazy. It was definitely too like rock for me. Like I do like rock, but I didn't come there for that. Like,
yeah, he's like a rock hip hop and shit.
Yeah,
or rap.
But usually when I hear the song, because it's a super song, viral song, I think it's called Stilettos or something like that, and it's like normal voice, but like in that shit he was screaming that shit.
He was like doing screamo shit.
But you seen that somebody got hurt, right? That they had to stop the set.
No.
Yeah, somebody got hurt and they had to like pull him out the crowd and shit. So
Travis was performing though. So
yeah, but it was it was at Playboy Cardi shit.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
but he stopped the show.
Yeah, he
wasn't as demonic.
At first he was like, "Why you stop my music?"
Really?
He was like, "They're stopping the music."
Fucking demons came in the crowd and shit.
Yeah,
you seen those viral clips like where supposedly like shit was in the crowd of the Travis Scott shit.
You see they keep doing that.
But you never know.
That UFO smoke ring. You seen that?
There's
like a smoke ring that was going out of, I want to say, Rolling Loud. Actually,
really?
Yeah.
Well, no, was it like a UFO shit or like?
That's what everybody thought it was, but it had dropped before. I seen it when I went to Countdown. That's the only reason why I knew, because I seen like a black smoke ring just going up, but it was big as fuck. Like it's a huge smoke ring.
So you seen but what I'm saying is that part of the show?
That's what it seemed like. I mean, I didn't see where
like,
it came out of. By the time I seen it, it was already there.
All the aliens are just like, hey, what the fuck they doing over there?
But it was
and shit.
It was clearly black smoke when you seen it in person. But then I seen people drop the picture, and had I not like seen it in person, I would have probably thought like that's some creepy ass fucking shit. What is that? You feel me? But I seen it, and you could tell it was black smoke. But it was it's a perfect ring. You got to see the video.
I never seen it.
It's a perfect ring.
But yeah, I'm not really a fan of Playboi Carti or anything like that. But I did see that shit, and that shit always trips me out. Because I will say, during that Travis Scott concert, because I mean, I'm gonna just tie it together. I just feel like it's tied together. During that Travis Scott concert, the music that they were choosing to play in between these sets, dog, and throughout the day, to me, if you believe in any type of like frequencies, higher power like that, like type shit, like the frequencies that they were playing, bro, were like some weird, like low vibrational frequencies. Did you see that at all?
No, I didn't see that.
Bro, I gotta play you a clip and shit. Like, you know, like, okay, so if you ever been to like any type of festival, how is it? They get on stage, they do their shit, and then in between time, in the meantime, they playing some shit, some music, some more jams. This whole time, why are they pumping this like all throughout the whole fucking day for 8 hours?
8 hours? Nah, they changed stages, no? They got
the Travis Scott? I'm talking about the Travis Scott concert.
Before.
Yeah, the one where people passed away.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of weird because like a lot of people said like demonic shit and things like that. Like, I don't know how I feel about it, but like about religion and all that stuff. Let's not tie all that shit in. But what I'm saying is that like, if you believe in any type of frequency shit, you know, listening to a certain frequency will invoke certain things.
Yeah, for sure.
They were all day getting pumped with this crazy low vibrational frequency, dog. And it's kind of weird. It's just weird.
No, it's super weird. At the same time, like they're going for that, and just like that vibration and that sound could put people in a different like energy and mood.
Yeah,
maybe they're just playing on it. You feel me? Like that's the
like
vibe.
To turn it the fuck up.
Like how he's doing the demonic shit.
Yeah,
like he might play some demonic shit before his set for an hour, just
got you
on some weird shit to creep you the fuck out. Like, but
yeah,
that's just some weird. It's definitely not the energy I'm trying to put out.
I said, if it's just if you check out that video, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, why are they pumping out this? It's just like this weird thing. I'm like, where's the fucking other slappers? Where's the other music? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But
that's it. I think that we're done.
On that note, you feel me? That's episode number 24. It's your boy Kanesworld.
For Pete's sake.
Hey, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep it going. Y'all have a good week, productive, schedule it out. Let's get it going.
For Pete's sake, we're gonna have a problem here.